Sometimes people slip into your life like a whisper on the wind. The first time I saw Johnny D, it was like that, a whisper. There's a fine line between a whisper and a scream.
I swear to God, possum is a dang sight better than a dog, too. Oh, hell, even a cat for that matter. And he ain't a bit picky about what he eats. That little sucker will flat tear into a chocolate cake, too. Sometimes I'll get Francine to pick him up one of them little sheet cakes from down at the Piggly Wiggly. That sucker don't leave a daggone crumb. I'm telling you, not a crumb. You know, there's a whole slew of them in the woods out behind the house. You just let old Virgil know. He'll bag you a purty one.
Lord God.
Does he know I'm late?
Don't think so, but better show your face as soon as possible.
Well, I see that son of a bitch has been at it again.
It's really nothing, Ruby. Won't make it a big deal, okay?
Bullshit, and you know it. It is a big deal, Erin. When you gonna wise up? That man is gonna put you in the grave. That's exactly what he's gonna do.
I was running late, so I took a shortcut through the flats.
What'd I tell you about the flat?
I know. Nothing good ever goes in or comes out of the flats. So, who's the man at the old warehouse? One in chains.
Well, that's a story.
I swore to Ruby that I would stay out of the flats if she would just tell me about the man in chains.
For God's sakes, boy, quit shuffling your feet. I've got shit to do.
I had only lived in Newland for 2 years, but everyone who lived there since the 90s had heard of Johnny D. His father had never been in the picture, and his mother's meth use drove her and 10-year-old Johnny into a 30-foot rocky ravine. Johnny's mother was killed. Johnny's face and leg were shattered, and no one really knew what, if anything, was going on behind those childlike eyes.
Now You be a good boy, and don't you go anywhere.
Johnny's Aunt Vera had agreed to take care of him, but everybody knew that she was just in it for the monthly check she got from the state. Vera and Johnny lived in the old guard shack at the warehouse yard that Johnny's late Uncle Leonard had owned. But Vera spent most of her time down at Mickey McGee's bar. You may ask yourself, how could a grown man be held captive at the end of a 20-foot chain right there in the light of day? But I guess it's just like Vegas. What happened in the flats stayed in the flats. In better times, Royce had a steady job working construction. But by that summer, all he cared to do was part-time work around town. I'd like to think that day was a turning point in my life, but for Royce and I, it was just like any other day.
Where the hell you been? It's damn near 7.
Mr. Anders asked if I'd work over a bit. I thought it'd be okay.
I don't give a rat's ass what Anders wants. What's in the bag?
I didn't have time to go home first, so I picked up a sandwich from Rigo's. It's the meatball sub you like, with extra cheese.
You think they pay a mop slinger like me enough money for you to go out there and buy fancy-ass sandwiches whenever you damn well please? Huh?
Please, Royce. I'm sorry.
Oh, please. You're a pathetic waste of flesh. Do you think I like being like this, huh? Do you? Of course I don't. Get up. Go home. Hey, Erin. Love you, babe. Bitch.
It's funny how sometimes the person on the other end of the chain is someone that you once cared for, maybe even loved. month had passed since I'd seen Johnny. I didn't dare come home late again. Not that Royce ever needed a reason to use me for a punching bag. But during those dog days of summer, business was slow at the diner, and Anders was forced to cut my hours. That's when I became best friends with Johnny D.
Play ball.
Play ball?
Play ball.
I knew I was living on borrowed time, spending those afternoons with Johnny. Sooner or later, Royce would notice the bank account was short, demand to know why, and then beat the truth out of me. Or worse.
Ready for this? It's a curveball. Johnny, you did it! That's it!
But I was drawn to Johnny like a bee to honey. I think it was because we were like a couple of strays that nobody wanted.
Yeah. See a rabbit?
And somehow, I could see myself in Johnny's eyes. I felt as if I were the only one that could feel his pain. And I think in his own way, he could feel my pain as well.
What the hell are you doing here?
Royce,
After a little friendly persuasion, Ruby told me that you left work 2 hours ago. And have been for 3 fucking weeks.
Ruby, why?
Why? Because you've been acting a little crazy lately, and I decided to find out why. Thought you might be screwing Anders, but sort of bitch. Anders is a damn sight better than that.
This is not what you
A
think.
retard, for God's sake!
Royce,
Have I not given you everything you need? Huh? Who puts a roof over your head? Who puts clothes on your back? Huh? All I ask is for you to chip in a little, huh? Maybe be a little nicer, maybe keep the house clean, a hot meal, maybe put out every year. Maybe put the fucking mouth. Do what you're told. Why do you have to be so goddamn fucking warm?
No, Royce! Oh, no! Royce, stop!
Play ball!
Yeah, you're doing a good job. What do you think about this color? Want to try that one?
I like
You
it.
like it? Okay. It's a good spot. Good job.
Johnny was charged with first-degree murder but was eventually set free.
Johnny,
Hey.
I brought you a surprise.
His condition was clear to the courts, as was the fact that he had quite possibly saved my life.
That's your favorite team, right? Can I sit with you?
And good news for Johnny.
Yeah.
His case came to the attention of a prominent and very wealthy benefactor of New Horizons,
Wow. That's awesome.
a privately owned mental health facility just down the road in Arbordale.
I'm probably not as good as you. I'll do my best. Because I love Sesame Street.
Here's the orange one.
So Johnny has left his chains behind him for good. And maybe I have too.